Hello everyone, welcome back to LeetCode Daily Live where I do the daily question raw and uncut. So today I'm gonna do it a tiny bit differently because I have something in half an hour. So I'll basically show you guys how I normally do a LeetCode question. Like if I'm not having to comment and like basically talk through it. And then if I have time at the end, I'll basically just say I'll basically just talk about how I solve it and the thought process behind it. So yeah, you can even try to raise me and see who can finish first. And yeah, so let's get into the problem. So we have a medium, we have word numFriends. So that's a string. Okay, it's only 3,000, 5,000. Word, okay, lowercase. So you're given a string word integer numFriends. There are multiple rounds. Word is split into numFriends non-empty strings such that no previous round has had the exact same split. What? I don't get this. Okay, I'll probably look at some example. So order split words, put into a box, find the largest string. Okay, let's just look at an example. So DBC, is it because like you split here? Wait, why can't you have 4Gs? I thought it has to be independent. Wait, does same split means? Huh? Okay, this question, the description is really confusing. But I'm guessing what you want to do is like you want to split the string into like, well, in this case 2 strings and in this case 4 strings, such that the lexicographically like biggest string is maximal. Okay, well that means you want to cut it in. Okay, so if you have like 2, you have to cut once. So that means obviously you want the string, like you want all the other strings to be like length 1. Okay, yeah, I include this up. So so let's get the length of the word like this, and then for I in range n, I'm not confident that I understand this question correctly. DBC, I'm gonna say that the description sucks, and I think you just split and get the biggest string. I'll probably get like wrong error, but let's just see how that goes first. So we can like understand what the question is. So how many times do we have? Well, we have to cut it once. So wait. So we actually only want to go until numFriends plus 1. I think. Yeah, that should be correct. Wait, no. Okay, what do we want to put here? So we only want to loop through the first 2 cases in this case, I think. And each of them would be okay, so how do we do that? I think maybe just numFriends. Yeah, okay, that sounds right. And we want to get the length of the longest. So I'll call it L. I think it would just be n minus numFriends plus 1. So that part should be correct. So we want to get the result. So we'll just have an empty string here. So now if I think we can just use string slicing. Yeah, so I all the way up to I plus L, that will be the length. If it is greater than, oh, okay, so I can just do max, I think. Max, yeah, something like this should be correct. So this example, it will be 4 minus 2, so it will be 3, so it will be length 3. Then it will compare with that, and then I think that's what it wants. I don't know, the acceptance rate is like extremely low, so like surely I'm running into some error, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, there we go. What does this even mean? So it is saying, oh yeah, okay, because we can cut here. Okay, of course. Okay, so we do have to actually loop through everything. Okay, yeah, we do have to loop through everything, but we'll put a minimum here, and I think let's just get this case. I think it should work now. I hope. Oh, still doesn't work. This one actually say is, wait, if it is length one, oh yeah, of course there's an edge case. So now I know why the acceptance rate is so low. So if num friends equal to 1, just return the whole word. That should work, I think. Okay, nice. So yeah, that's kind of how I solve a question usually. Yeah, let me kind of explain what the question actually wants, because I think this question is very confusing. But I kind of guessed the right idea on this. And I'll also talk about how I solved the question really quickly. So basically, you have a string, right? So let's say you have like, I don't know, like AABB, and let's say like, so if you have two friends, you want to split the string into two strings basically. If you have three friends, you want to split it into three, but you want to find the split that basically gives you the so you want to find the split, and then like basically like let's say for this you have A and BB, right? You want the string with the you want the lexicographically larger string. So lexicographically means like A is smaller than B is smaller than C, and so on. And like for strings, like AA is smaller than AB, which is smaller than like BC, which is smaller than BCA, and so on. So that's basically what lexicographically means. Um, you want the split such that when you have the such that the largest string is the largest amongst any split. So you can also split it like this, right? But if you compare BB and ABB, when you compare the first letter, like obviously BB is better. So that's why like you want to split it like this. So the idea is, if you want to split it, if you want to split a string, what is the most optimal? Well, let's say like for A, maybe I'll get an example with like, yeah, let's say number of friends is 3 right now. So friends is 3. Well, if we take I don't know, let's say if we want to take this B here, maybe we don't have to worry about the number of friends at all. If we take this B here, and if we take even more characters afterwards, it will always be bigger. It will also be lexicographically larger than the previous number, right? The previous string, right? So what I mean is, basically, if you add a character after any string, so like I can add the smallest character, like this. Well, these are all like this is so this is larger than this is larger than this, and this is larger than this, right? So basically what that means is we actually want to greedily get as many characters as possible. So that's the first idea. The second thing is it still does matter what the first letter is, right? So like when I run into the AANN kind of error, well, yes, we do want the string with the maximum amount of characters that you can get. But you also have to consider the cases where like for example, if we only have to split this once, well, if we split it here, we can get like we can get a length 3 string, right? But if we actually start here, our first character is n. So it also depends on like where you start. But it just means that wherever you start the largest string, you want to get as many characters as possible at the end. So that's kind of how I thought about the solution for this question. Well, after running into like wrong answers. But yeah, that's basically how I solved this question. And yeah, if you like this format where like I just quietly solve, or if you like me like yapping while I solve the question as well, yeah, just tell me below which method you prefer, I guess. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.